Hi guys, Jangro here, and this is ATM Gravitas. This is episode 6, and as you can see, I'm in a different place. I will show you all around, and we're going to progress toward our main goal in the short term, which is to get to a bloomery. So stick around. If you're coming from episode 5, this is going to look a little bit different. There's no snow on the ground, at least not right here. It's creeping down the hill. I had to move, but this biome right here, or this climate, I guess, is really great. There's food everywhere. There's berry bushes all over the place. They're just all over. Raspberry bush, probably another blueberry bush. Yep, blueberry cane. So there's so much food, so many vegetables, and lots of animals, as you can see around me on the mini map. But if I get them over here, here's berry bushes. I've been harvesting berries from those. Here's a elderberry bush. So this was a great move. So here's the beginning of my iron mine. I hit this with the prospector pick. There's a large sample of limonite down here. Very large. There we go. So it's like over in that direction. So as soon as we get a bloomery, we're going to mine that out, and then we'll get well on our way with iron. I also want to get into immersive engineering, which is a mod in this pack. So, I mean, there are mods in this pack, and I'm hoping that that will help me progress more in mining. There's an excavator that I have my sights set on. All right, so our short-term goal then is to get alloys, and we need to mix copper with something. I've got some gold and silver here. We're going to use that, I think, if we look in the book, to make black bronze, because we have silver and gold and a bunch of copper. They all use about minimally, well, this one uses a lot more copper, but these two use 50% copper. So I am more interested in these because I think copper is going to be tough to find. But let's take a look at how we can get some silver and gold. And I have this pan right here. And if we look at the unfired pan, it's just a clay knapping recipe. And when we fire that in a fire pit, or a pit kiln rather, and we have this empty pan. And over here, I should grab some food. My food situation is good. I've got lots of good stuff here. I've got a lot of rotted food. So I'm saving that though, just in case. Let's grab that garlic. Rotten cabbage. Yeah, rotten. Everything in there is rotten. But we've got plenty of not rotten stuff. We could eat this rice grain, this oat grain. Oh, and here's my new garden, which is amazing. So the climate here, it's cold. As you can see, snow's creeping down on us, but it is good for most stuff. So all this barley, rye, all these grains, beets are almost all grown up, and then I'm going to have lots of beets. Potatoes I found, carrots, garlic, cabbage, the jute I found, that died, and the squash died. But these, I can harvest these and get their seeds back as soon as it's warm enough. And some onions. So we've got a ton of food. Oh, and we've got tomatoes here. And these things are growing right through the winter, which is great. There's a bunch of sugar cane around here. So this biome change was a nightmare crossing that river, I'll tell you. I mean, crossing the ocean. I mean, it just took forever. But I'm glad I did it. Also, along the way, I found a couple of apotheosis mini bosses. Died dark. Took him out and got a chest plate from him. And Toast Bendav has some pretty amazing boots here. He was epic, I think. So we got some good gear. Definitely look around and see if you can find some mini bosses. All right, let's head over to the river. This path goes to the river. I should probably have brought a boat, but that's all right. We'll get by. So fish everywhere, which is fantastic. So there's another source of food. Oh, and I also got this sword, this graceful wrought iron sword of distant battles. I forget where I got that. I think it was in a chest. So what we're going to do here is we look in rivers and lakes, and I'm swimming upstream, so it's kind of slow going here. silver and gold primarily I have found in rivers. There we go, right there. There's some native silver deposit, and I need a place to stand. You can see I've been here already. So what we do is just right click with the hand, and we have to stand in the water. And just right click, and we do this like shimmy thing. And I got a small native silver. You don't get one every time. Two. So getting lucky. See, we did not get one that time. And we'll just clear out this whole silver deposit here. Okay, I've cleared out that whole entire silver deposit, and I got 14, which is good. That's 140 millibuckets. That is 10 to 20% of like over 1,000. So 10 brass, which we need 32. I mean, not brass, bronze. In the end, we're going to need 32 of those. So we need quite a lot of silver and gold in addition to the copper that we have. Somewhere up here is a gold deposit that I saw. And here's the gold. Let's see how much gold we can get. There we go. We've got one native gold. All right, let's see how many we can get from this. There's the last one. And we got 6. So we got 14 silver, 6 gold. Let's head back to the base. This direction will be much faster because of the current. So rivers have current. If I do nothing, I'm just going to float, which is interesting. I guess it always flows toward the ocean. All right, so if we put these in here, we've got 25 small native silver, just 6 small native gold, but I do have 3 golden ingots that I found in chests, and I've got this silver ingot here. So we've got about the same amount of silver and gold, and some copper. So next we'll try to make some black bronze. I think I'll wait for the rain to stop. Okay, this is better. Now let's make some black bronze. In order to do that, we need 50 to 70% copper, 10 to 25% silver, and 10 to 25% of gold. Now to make the math easy, it's probably better to work in increments of 100. So now we can melt these down and put them somewhere, but we can also melt down these ingots as well. Now, one way to do that is by putting things in a vessel, right? So if we take the gold and the silver and we put them in a vessel with some copper at the right mixes, we can melt things down in this vessel. However, we can't put ingots in a vessel, but we can put ingots in here. So if we put the vessel over here and we put a silver ingot and a gold ingot, that's 200 total. And if we put 5 copper into here, there's 3 of them and 2 more. That's a total of 700. And 500 divided by 700 is about 71%. And 100 divided by 700 is about 14%. Oh, it needs to be below 71. If we do 400, 4 coppers, 1 silver, 1 gold, that is 67% copper, 17% silver, 17% gold, and we get 6 ingots total out of that. So we just need 1 more copper after this one. So now if we just grab some charcoal, this is my charcoal pile, my charcoal pit, and we fill this up with charcoal, and we need a fire starter, and we light this. Now, as this heats up, all these should melt and go into this vessel, and it's not going to be the right ratios. Actually, this will give us the right ratio of 5. Well, we can add one more copper to this, I think, afterwards. Now we have this bellows here. We just right click on it. It cranks things up. It uses up extra coal, but it makes it go much faster. So this is a good test. So this should give us black bronze. 60% copper, 20% silver, and 20% gold. Okay. So it's unknown right now until the copper goes in there. It is. It's black bronze. Nice. Let's put one more copper in here, because we can turn one more copper and get these ratios into black bronze. And it seems like pretty good usage of what we have for copper, silver, and gold. Let's crank this up. If it works, we'll end up with 600 millibuckets of black bronze. Yes, that worked. Now we can't add one more because that will tip us up over 70%. So we're done here. And now we have a vessel. And if we open it up, it's solidified. So now if we heat this up right here, this will either destroy it or it's molten. Okay, now we can get black bronze. It became solid again. We didn't quite get enough out of there. Let's grab these other molds. As soon as this was molten, okay, it can get hotter. So the vessel can get hotter. We can let this get all the way up. There's hopefully, no danger here. It's now white hot. This should give us enough time. And let's empty one of these. And get the last one. All right. There we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black bronze ingots. We just need 32. So we need to do this a bunch more times until we have 32 black bronze ingots. The reason we need 32 is because we're going to make a bloom. And the bloom requires 8 double sheets. And to make double sheets, we need sheets. That's 16 sheets. And to make a sheet, we need a double ingot, which is 2. So we need a total of 32 black bronze ingots to get the bloomery. All right, checking in here. Of course, it's raining, and I've turned a lot of this, well, all of my copper bits into ingots. And so I also realized that I'm going to need an anvil. I'm going to need to upgrade my anvil. Copper anvil won't cut it. That's tier 1. Tier 2 is needed. Jeez. Tier 2 is needed to make sheets. So in addition to the... What in the world? In addition to the... Are you about done? In addition to the 32 bronze ingots that we're going to need to... In addition to the 32 bronze ingots that we're going to need to make the bloom, we need another 7, I think, to make a tier 2 anvil, which we can then use for sheets. So I've got enough copper, and I've got another 15 ingots. I need 28 total. I'm going to need 7 more silver and gold. So I've got 4 and 3. So 4 more silver and 3 more gold. So we're going to need to go do some panning for gold. I'm going to head over to the old base and get the dig for some silver. Maybe there's less weather over there. Because in here is a silver mine. Do some prospecting like right over here. We've got silver samples here. Large sample of silver. So I need to dig, like, unfortunately, down into this. Let's go straight down here. I'm going to head down in here and see if we can find the silver. So I found the silver. It's down here. Unfortunately, that like freezes over almost instantly. So that's going to be pretty tricky. I'm going to try to dig one of them, see what happens. All right, that was doable, but challenging. So I'm going to go down and see if I can get the rest of that stuff. Be right back. So I did end up drowning because that froze over. I put a torch here, which is keeping this from freezing. So there's a lot of silver down here, but this is a process. All right, I cleared out most of this stuff. I had a cave in. Oh, and there's some silver down here. Oh, there's ice up here. Ah. Can I reach this stuff? There we go. All right, so we've got 30, 165, 465, 570, almost 6. Is there any more under here? This is freezing up so fast. I just can't go down there. That's enough. Let's go round out our gold. Oh, here's the cave in, made a mess. Let's go round out our gold, and I think we'll be in good shape. And look at that. Sun's up. Thunderstorm's gone. We're going to have to head over to the river. That's the only place I have found gold so far. Got a boat. Let's put the silver away. All right, I'll be back with some gold. All right, I found some gold in this river. It's hard to come by. A lot more silver than gold. And now we do the gold dance. Okay, so that was a massive gold deposit find. I told myself I was just going to stick it out and mine it all, but look at this. It's endless. It just keeps going and going and going. So I've got plenty of gold now. I'm going to remember this spot. Let's mark it. And let's figure out how to get home. We don't get to fight. We don't get to fight too often. We put a boat down. Be a little easier to go upstream. Look at the map. We need to get down here, but these walls are just massive. Let's go this way. Let's look. Check out this cave. Oh, we can get out right here. Oh, I'm going to lose my boat. All right, I lost my boat. That's okay. Always looking for deposits. It's become clear that we need to find as much of everything as we possibly can. All right, we'll see you back at the base. Okay, here we are back again. That was several days of panning for gold. But let's put our gold in here. And now we need to smelt it all down. We can probably avoid smelting it. Just use these big batches. I'll have to do some math and see if I can shortcut smelting these down into ingots and get some good ratios here. All right, so our next task is to turn all this silver and copper and gold into more of this black bronze ingot. Okay, so I decided I'm just going to turn them into ingots, so I don't have to do any math. I cooked up a whole bunch more charcoal for this, so we're just going to be doing a big project of smelting down these raw ores into ingots. Put a vessel here and the gold and light this. And we can hit the bellows to, I think, speed things up a little. All right, this is going to take a while to get all this gold and silver melted down. So the good thing about using these vessels is that they can get all the way up to white hot. Just keep going with the bellows. And brilliant white, I think, is the top. And it can just sit in here forever. So we don't have to worry about it getting damaged. Okay, there's the last of our ingots here. This is the process I've been going through with the silver and the gold and the copper. When you get it up to brilliant white, you have plenty of time to get lots of ingots out. So now I can empty these molds. The molds have been breaking on me, so I started out with 5. I'm down to 3. And as long as it's yellow, we're good. Let's go throw these in some water so I can stack them. And now I have 14 gold, 8 silver, and 42 copper, which is plenty to make enough black bronze. So again, we're going to take 4 copper, 1 silver, and 1 gold and put them into vessels. And we'll be able to make a bunch of black bronze. Do that like this. So if I do 3 copper, 1, 2, 3, let's get some more coal. So 3 copper, 1 gold, and 1 silver. Give it a stoke. And these will melt into 500 bronze. But we can put 1 more copper on top of it and get 600 bronze. According to the percentages, keeping the copper between 50 and 70% and the gold between, I think, 10 and 25%. As these things drop in here, now it's unknown. The copper goes in, it's going to turn into black bronze, I hope. There it is. So we got 500 black bronze, 1 more copper in here. And that should still stay black bronze, but 600. It's all about keeping the percentages. And that's going to go in there and turn into 600 of black bronze. Perfect. All right, we just got to turn the rest of this into black bronze. Okay, now there's 2,400 in here, and I've kept the ratios the same, but I can add just 2 more coppers, and it will still keep the percentages in check. So I can use a little extra copper to make some more. We'll get that up to 26, and we'll leave that alone there, and we'll start a new vessel. All right, it is still black bronze. If I topped it off with just 1 more copper, it would go over the 70% and ruin the whole thing. So let's start a new one. And from here, I can do 18 copper. Do I have 18? I do. 4 silver, 4 gold. And that will give us the same 26. And now it doesn't matter what order we put these in. We'll just keep it going. Okay, now we're trusting the process here, and these go in, and we need one more gold. And it should turn into black bronze, please. Oh, thank goodness. The math works. All right. It was a little nerve-wracking. So now we've got, what's that? 52 black bronze, the equivalent of 52 black bronze ingots. Just started raining. So here we are. I've got enough bronze ingots for the bloom and enough here to double up to make the black bronze anvil, which requires 7 double ingots. So that's 14 ingots. So let's make a few. This. Start this thing up again. Now I've still got some left here, the molten black bronze, and I'm going to put this vessel in here just in case I miss and I go too far, they'll get captured in the vessel. And so now we've got some flux, and I need my hammer, which is in here. Now when these are in a can weld state, which is close, we'll get them up into like 3 orange stars so we can catch them all and do 4 at a time. There we go. And now we put one in there, one here, and now out here, hit that with the hammer. There we go. Perfect. I'll be back when I've got 7 of these double ingots. All right, here's my last 2. Shift right click with the hammer. And I've got 7. Let's go over to the crafting table and make the black bronze anvil. Awesome. I'll put this down over here. Now I think we can, let's break this one for now. Carrying 2 anvils, can't do that. All right, now we've got this. We can melt this down and get 1,400 a lot of copper. Let's put that, tuck that away there for now. We'll melt that down at some point. Okay, so now to get black bronze sheets, we need to hammer a double ingot. And then we're going to need to weld those 2 together to get a double sheet. So let's get some more ingots going here. So we need to weld these together. Then we can hammer it into a sheet. We just let this get up into like 3 stars to give us more time. Oh, I lost it. All right, that's close enough. So we put these 2 in here. Hit with the hammer. And now we can pick a plate. And the last 3 things have to be hits of any kind. So we just need to get things like up here and then 3 hits. So if we do shrink, 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 medium. Oh, it's got to go up over. Medium, medium, big. Medium, medium, big. Medium, medium, light. Did it. Okay, we've got 1 sheet there. Definitely going to need to figure out the pattern because we have to make so many sheets. Okay, let's weld these together. A sheet. Now, if we can figure out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And medium, medium, light. Got it. Definitely need to figure out a pattern there. So now we got to get these back up to weld. Oh, and we're out of flux. So we have some marble here. We'll just make some more flux. Probably too late. We are too late. All right, that should be good enough. And there we go. We've got a double sheet. So now these double sheets, you can see there we've got a recipe unlocked for the bloom. We just need 8 of those, and that's 1. So all that process 7 more times, and then we'll be able to make the bloom. I think that's going to do it for this episode. We'll do the bloom next time. So I hope that was useful. If you liked the video, please like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I love your tips, so keep them coming. I appreciate it. What did I do poorly this time? Let me know. Please subscribe to keep up with the channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I appreciate you.